could just talk about some of the honorable mentions. So I was just gonna open this up to what you guys kind of remember that we didn't have on the list here. There's a lot of old cereals like that are still around too, like Frankenberry and Blueberry and Count Chocula. A lot of people will probably point to that. I didn't really grow up with those cereals, so I don't really have a frame of reference on a little Count Chocula a little bit. But like I said, I'm not a big fan of the chocolate cereals anymore. But yeah, like Blueberry and Frankenberry. Do you guys remember those specifically?
Well, they're kind of like Lucky Charms, though, right?
They're
like a basic thing with
they don't taste like Lucky Charms. Frankenberry was the one that I would mainly get, and that tasted more like a Fruity Pebbles type of cereal, more so than something like, say, Lucky Charms. That was the one I would always go to, because again, like we were saying earlier, like as far as Cocoa or Count Chocula goes, my go-to was always Cocoa Pebbles.
Right, the chocolate.
So that would just be the chocolate cereal I would get.
Sure. Yeah, there's a lot of different ones that like I was thinking about too that we didn't put in here. Yeah, Kix is probably one of the worst cereals I've ever had. Regular Cheerios
Kix
I can't
is just
do.
a plain
Regular
product.
Cheerios is lame.
Yeah. Frosted Cheerios, you guys remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, oh
Yes.
I like Frosted Cheerios.
Apple Cinnamon Cheerios.
Apple
I
Cinnamon,
like.
I still eat those.
Apple Jacks?
Yeah, Apple
Yeah,
Jacks are
Jacks
good.
are good.
Apple Jacks is great because the commercials would always be the kids like, man, parents just don't understand the delicious taste of Apple Jacks. And parents would be like, I don't understand, it doesn't taste like apples.
right.
You just don't get it, lame dad.
That was every commercial in the 90s that was
Yeah.
that. So.
Playing basketball with like Ray-Bans on, like dunking a box of Apple Jacks.
That's
Ooh,
exactly
do you
how it
guys
was.
remember Honeycomb? The Honeycomb
Oh, yeah.
ones?
Yes.
Those
Yeah.
were great, and those commercials were weird as hell. I think I dreamed most of them.
The Treehouse commercials,
Yeah.
the tree where like they're getting attacked by Andre the Giant. He's like, "Give me your crunchy honeycomb cereal," and these kids are just that's their club. They just meet in their treehouse with their robot with artificial intelligence. No one's talking about that. They're more interested in cereal.
That's so weird.
I always loved the Oreo cereal. That was
Yeah, I
another
never
one
had
we
a box
always
of it.
had.
I never
was
had
the
that.
Oreo
What did
cereal.
it taste like Oreos?
I mean, it was chocolatey, and they did have like the little bits of the Oreo cream. It was
I
delicious.
think they really did change the formula for that because they brought it back, and I'm curious what you'd think of it because the Oreo cereal was one I didn't care that much for when it was originally out, but then when I had it again a year or so ago when they re-released it. Maybe my taste has just changed, but it tasted way better to me when I had it the other day or a year or so ago.
Okay.
So they have it back now.
All right, I should check it out because I loved the Oreos.
My favorites were always like the Ralston ones, like Ghostbusters, Batman, all the time. Like you'd have like the double pack of like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, cool.
Those were always so
Tastes
good
like
to
the
me.
future.
Well, then the future's pretty bleak because I
Yeah,
had a
right.
30-year-old box of the Batman one a couple of years ago.
Right.
I don't remember this tasting like cardboard.
Did you ever try the Nintendo one?
Oh yeah, the Mario and Zelda
I
2
never,
packs.
one
Yeah.
too.
I never tried that. How was it?
Great.
It was
I mean,
good, yeah.
if you'd like one Ralston type one, then you'd probably
like
like
them all.
most. I mean, not that they all tasted the same. They really didn't. But I mean, this is a Nintendo cereal and like a cartoon show cereal and a movie tie-in, so it's of course sweet and sugary. Like it's gonna have the right ingredients to make something delicious.
For sure.
I didn't grow up with a lot of sugary cereals because we weren't allowed to eat that much sugar, pretty much. We didn't get a lot of the sugary ones except for special occasions. But, so I liked things like Life.
I like light cereal.
I love
like
Life.
Wheaties.
The Puffin cereal, the puffed ones. There's like a puffin on the box. They're great. I still like those.
Yeah, no.
I like the non-sugary ones. I don't know. They're
No,
good.
we were just like the sugary the better.
Right.
We only had like Waffle Crisp, Oreo, Cookie Crisp, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh,
Cinnamon
yeah.
Toast Crunch.
That's one of my favorites.
I can't do Cinnamon Toast Crunch now. Like I used to really like it, but just because it's covered
How
in sugar.
old are you, Walter?
I'm 59 now. I'm de-aged over a couple years.
like,
But-
there's sugar
But
on
no,
the
but
cereal.
it's just like all sprinkled on it. It's like the texture
Yeah.
is just like too much
That's
for me now. I can't do it.
sweet.
Shut up, Rob.
Sit there with a bowl of shredded wheat in the morning, reading your Sunday Funnies.
I loved shredded wheat.
Yeah.
Also, we ate the shredded wheat at my grandma's when I was little, where it was like a log of shredded wheat. Comment below if you're also 80 years old. But we would eat, it was like a big log of shredded wheat, and sometimes you would unshred it and put it in a bowl of milk. But it wasn't sweetened. but that's okay because then you just add spoonfuls of just plain
Sugar.
granulated
Exactly.
sugar on
Right.
top.
That's what I do with Cheerios too.
Yeah, that's what I would do with like cornflakes and things like that. It's because I mean, I was a kid in the '80s, so I didn't know sugar was bad.
Right.
Like my parents, like, I grew up. Like I was telling you, like my parents grew. Like when I grew up playing with charts. Like they didn't care about sugary cereal.
Right.
Yeah,
Stuff
don't
like
eat the sugary cereal. You eat the non-sugary cereal
Yeah,
and
and
the
then
sugar
add more sugar.
yourself.
It feels like you're being healthy.
Right.
Right.
I hate to keep going back to Kix, but I just the commercials are like it's so good for you, and like all the the kids are eating it like it's like the best thing in the world. It's like, Kix is I wanted to try it because I like the commercials.
What about Rice
It was terrible.
Krispies? Rice Krispies.
I had to
Rice
add
Krispie
sugar. I had
treat
to write-
cereal.
Rice
I had to add
Rice
sugar.
Krispie treat cereal's good.
That was
Yeah.
so good.
That was
So
another
good.
one.
Oh,
The
Rice Krispie
commercials,
treat cereal.
like had a mystery where they were like, "Oh no, my Rice Krispies have stopped talking." Like it's a murder mystery.
Pop.
Snap Crackle Pop Classic. There was another one for a while. I forget his name. It's a thing.
All right.
That's a solid cereal, and you can make it into your own little bars. That's a good one.
Right. Rice Krispie treats are worth any kind of Rice Krispies that are out there that no one likes. Doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the treats are worth it.
Yeah.
The treats I would eat
They go
way
back
more than the
too.
cereal.
For sure.
They go back.
And they're still good.
Wait.
Rob's here. What is it, Rob?
A giant log of shredded wheat, but no frosted mini-wheats?
No, because that had sugar in it.
My God.
I know.
That existence.
Feet. Yep, great.
Oh, God.
You're doing great. You're doing great. There's a counter right and yep, right there.
Doing great, Brad. You nearly destroyed the
You're
lights.
doing so good, bro.